Okay, folks, guess what? I got the Z30, 1/60th of shutter speed at f10, and ISO is at 2000, auto ISO, and it is at, I think, f3.5. This is the 18 millimeter to 140 for the Z30. It's a Z lens, one lens to rule them all, fully charged. I already took off about 7 files off the SD card. So let's take a little trip to see how it rides. Um, so, brake, turn on the engine. LCD lights up. Very nice, quiet. I'm going to go in back. Garage door. And guess what we're going to look for? See if there's any jello effect. Now, this is a little bit slippery, so I'm going to be careful driving, okay? I got it right here, right in the center. So, let's see if it stays. It's real slippery. Let's see if I can do something with that. I don't know. Something like this. Now I'm going to leave it like that. See what happens. I just have to be careful. Well, anyway, it's a cloudy day. I'm looking back and everything is very good. I'm looking at the camera especially, make sure it doesn't slide around. So we're going to drive around and see how smooth it is. It's very quiet. I can see my voice. Everything looks sharp. I always like the Z30. What I found out is in the studio it overheats, I guess because it's sending information out through the HDMI. I even had a dummy battery for it, but it just overheated. So this way, just like the ZVE10 from Sony, I just put it on a tripod and I just do the vlogging that way. Now I could plug it into get it charged. I might do that too. Let's see. See if it stays charged. I doubt it. So put it on here. Plug it in the car. What I'm trying to see is if the card works. You know, on the USB. So let's see. I don't know if this is the right cable. I'm going to unhook that. Yeah, sorry about that. I always think about this stuff after I do it. I just want to see if this one works. So, I don't know if I have the right plug-in. So, I have no idea if that's for the USB. I can plug this one in. Might have the wrong cable in. I'm just trying to see if I have able to charge it while I'm driving. Of course, I have to make sure I get it in there. Okay. I see no light. So I don't think you can keep it charged like you could on the Volkswagen. So I'll just take it off and just deal with it that way. LCD screen looks good. I'm just driving around the neighborhood. very quiet. I'm debating if I should go and see the deer. So the temperature outside, it's 4 p.m. It's 53 degrees or Fahrenheit, I should say. The leaves are dropping, but the grass is still green, if you can believe that. So this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's going to be in the 20s. So we're finally going to get cold here. Let's just hope that the power grid doesn't fail. So you can hear how quiet it is, how when I speed up and slow down, it's not as noisy, and as you notice, there's no jello effect. I got it on the Zibdio tripod, all aluminum tripod, no ball head, so it shouldn't shake at all. It's at F10. I could probably move it up to F8. There we go. Maybe that's a little bit better, because it is dark out. I think this goes down to an F4. I'm just driving along. Try two more. 7.1, 6.3, 5.6, 5, 4.5, 4. I think that's the lowest. But you see, it's brighter now. So that might be too bright, especially during the daytime. Oh, 3.5. Okay. So there's F3.5. And as you can see, a lot of the decorations are already up, but it's not dark yet. So I don't see the tripod moving at all, which is a good thing. But I'll be making a left turn, so we'll find out shortly. And what I like is on these feet, on this camera, it's rubber, so it's not sliding around. But I'm still holding it just in case. So this is at F3.5. I'm going to make a left up here. And this is at 18 millimeter. So I'll give you a wide field of view. And so this is about 20 miles an hour. I'm going 15. So like I said, this is F3.5. It might be a little bit too bright. I don't know. I'll try it at different settings, because where I'm going to show the deer, it's kind of dark, a lot of trees. So I'm trying to compensate for that. I did not look at the exposure compensation. I think that's at 0. So that's a good thing. It rides very smooth. I've gone over some potholes and some bumps. And it's a lot better than my VW Beetle. I hate to admit it. Quiet. So I'm going toward the water tower. I have it in manual mode, by the way, but on video. So, like I said, I like the Z30. Uh, I thought it performed much better than the ZVE10, even if that's a sharp camera for viewing stuff. But, you know, with the stabilization and stuff, I had that turned off, even on this Z30. I figure the tripod and the car will do the most. So, we'll see how well that does. Speed bump coming up. See Christmas lights. I don't see any deer. Now I see some deer. And you'll see it on the right. So I haven't done this in quite a while, since I haven't had a vehicle. But there's your deer. See? Right by the white truck. Now I'm liking this dash, and there's some more deer right there. Some smaller ones. Across the street. I see them all over the place now. There's a truck. And as you can see, there's more deer. So there's deer all over the place. Trying to get all the green before it dies. I got a lot of for sale signs. Must be taxes. Anyway, put it straight again. So after this adventure, I'll fill up the car, vacuum it, clean it a little bit, and I'll return it tomorrow before I go to work. But, you know, going to my brother's and back, I haven't even filled up the car yet. And it was on a half a tank. I haven't even gone to a quarter yet. So I'm very impressed with the gas mileage per gallon. Oh, wow, the stop sign almost. We had a lot of rain here, so a lot of stop signs have kind of almost fallen to the ground. I don't think this was hit. It doesn't look any damage or anything. It just looks like the ground got real soft and the stop sign is almost laying completely on the ground. So this is 18 millimeters at 3.5. I can go down to step 4, 5, 6, 5.6. I like 8. 8 might be a little bit too dark, but I like F8. So, beautiful homes here, nice and quiet. Some have fences, some don't, okay? And the deer can jump the fence anyway. But you'll see deer laying down all the time. See a lot of people wearing coats now. It's supposed to rain tonight. I should mow the backyard. I mow the front yard, but I've been doing videos, folks. So I'm going to show off this Elantra. And you can see a deer crossing. A couple of deer, in fact. So there's one here. There's two here. Sneaking through the house. You see, some have fences. So he's going in the backyard where there's no gate. So they're always building around this neighborhood. So I see fence posts and stuff, but no fence. So it's up to the individual owners if they want to put a fence or not. There's a whole bunch of deer right here. Look at that. And the one thing about this, oh wow, I see some deer with their hair sticking up. I don't know if they were being bitten or, because we still have coyotes around here and I still live in Texas. So, and just to warn you, if the camera shuts off, well, it'll overheat it, okay? I only brought the Z30. So here's a beautiful deer with a nice rack. So what I'm also experimenting is the aperture. Run around the loop here. And I'm also looking out for any screws or nails. That's the only thing about driving through neighborhoods where they're constantly building homes. So this is a brand new home to the right. I do not want to get a flat tire. But you can see a small deer. He's fed pretty well, you know, by that fire plug. Deer to the left. And you can see how stable this camera is with this tripod. So the ZDO tripod, ZEADIO, is excellent. So I'm just going to make a left here. So straight across, you see where that stop sign is. Maybe you can't see it, but that's into my neighborhood. I'm just making a shortcut because I'm going to fill up the car and clean it up a little bit before I return it in the morning. But I thought I'd give you a treat of looking for deer in the Nissan Versa SV. You know what? I didn't look to see what year this is. So if it's 53,000 miles, it's probably what, 2020? Very quiet. Hate to admit it, but I think it's better than my VW Beetle. It is a lot longer. Missing a stop sign. You can see some more right here in this neighborhood. Oops, sorry. But there's some pretty good stacks, or racks, I should say. Ooh, sorry about that. Laying back here. And you can see a deer on the right. Oh, wow. It's, oh man, I think it was, oh, wow. He's missing the lower part of his leg. That's a shame. And there's a deer on the right. So I'm impressed. This dash is, well, the top part of it is very level, okay? Mine sloped down, and that was a disadvantage, especially if you put on an 85 millimeter or up lens. It was pointing to the sky. So you don't see, you just see the edge of the dash and the window, but I'm thinking you're getting a pretty darn good view of the scenery. Speed bump. Very smooth over the bump. You can tell the difference between this car and my VW Beetle, because sometimes I would have to catch my camera while it's flying through the air. I still remember that. I made a turn, it flew, and I caught it with one hand. I couldn't believe it. And there was a couple times where I missed it and it fell on the floor, but camera still kept going. So let's get some gas. Yeah, it depends on this red vehicle to speed up. Excuse me. I just had supper, a Whataburger, hamburger, everything on it, a little acid reflux. I was very sick last weekend. In fact, I was kind of sick for 2 weeks. I was getting the flu, got better, and then it came back with a vengeance, with a sore throat for 3 days. Couldn't swallow anything. But I had some eggnog, and that did the trick. Eggnog, a little whiskey, and as you can see, I'm now going to the gas station. And I gotta remember that the gas pump is on the left-hand side. So you have to watch out for people going here and there, drive around a little bit. So anyhow, park here. Hopefully they have gas. Nope, out of service. Out of service. All right. And here I go. I'm going to fill up. So, hope you enjoyed this video. I shall see you later. Bye.